So, first to know Kriya Yoga to succeed in any meditation. If you know Kriya Yoga, if you understand it, you will succeed in any meditation, any mindfulness. And what means by the success? Success means end of suffering in your personal, professional, social life, and awakening to inner peace and happiness. So as I was talking to Vaibhav, so let me invoke the principles of Kriya Yoga from the teachings of Patanjali. Patanjali was a great master. He was contemporary of Buddha. In America we say Buddha. So when you pronounce Buddha in Hindi, it means very old. And the real pronunciation is Buddha, coming from Bodh. That means awakened. Anyhow, so let us understand the principle of Kriya Yoga according to Patanjali. It is better not to run after Google and find out what is Kriya Yoga. It is a form of cult, not to go to any format of Kriya Yoga. And if you find in Google and they will talk the creamy stuff about Kriya Yoga. But we should have some references. That is why we say Eastern wisdom is a tradition. So we are understanding Kriya Yoga to succeed in any meditation and mindfulness. And what is the goal? Goal is to awaken to inner peace and happiness at the same time, end of suffering. Let us take mind is to think, intellect has to decide and choose from the options. But if mind moves in a wrong direction, wrong notion, wrong thinking, that is what we say the impurity of the mind. So when the mind is obsessed with that impurity, what will happen? The intellect will definitely choose what the mind is offering. And when the intellect chooses from the mind, then what happens? Then the intellect has chosen the wrong thinking, wrong notion, wrong understanding. See another wrong notion? Now I'm teaching mindfulness, so everyone should respect me. It is a wrong notion. Well, just I can give you, to protect myself, I cover with lot of titles. Idea of dominating the student. But the journey of the Eastern wisdom says we should go together. The teacher helps the students to walk the path properly and rightly. That is the entire message of Eastern wisdom. So the student has to be ready, he has to become a seeker, and the teacher should be well versed. Teacher should be well versed and should follow those principles. So the conditions are applied to the student who has become a seeker and also to the teacher. And the life, the journey of mindfulness becomes easy, my friend. We are talking of Kriya Yoga. my friend who we studied together in high school, he's an engineer. Yesterday he was talking to me. I have an altar at home with a few gods and goddesses placed at the most pure place in my home. I said, very good. I pray every day. I said, very good, go ahead. I asked him what changes took place during the last 20 years of offering prayer. We are of the same age. Oh, nothing, nothing. So I said, then why you pray? If you go to a job, you get a pay stub. No, I'm going to the job. No, it's okay. No pay stub. Any activity, any expertise you use. I'm coming to Kriya Yoga by giving certain examples. So you prayed only when you had fears, pain, and the suffering. Yes. I said, now understand the principle. You prayed only when you had a problem and the suffering. So you appointed these gods and goddesses to serve you. That is the problem. Your goal became the means. That is the secret revealed in Kriya Yoga. Did you understand? As a seeker, I should have served that gods and goddesses to purify my mind, to absorb into meditation, but I used them. Nothing will happen. And there comes Kriya Yoga to succeed in any meditation, according to Patanjali. Now understand what is Kriya, action, and what is Karma. Simple mathematical equation. Karma is equal to action plus I-ness, ego. Now change that equation. What will be the action? Action means Kriya. So the action is equal to karma minus I-ness. Do you build your ego when you go to the restroom? It's a casual and natural. Look at it. Understand that. So you lie down in your bed and do you build your ego? Identification with action builds ignorance, and that ignorance causes suffering. But how to live into that state? Because we have to work, we have to act in daily life. So I have to live into that state of Kriya Yoga that is devoid of I-ness. From where the I-ness built? That I-ness is present in the intellect. But if the intellect is impure, why it is impure? Because of the mind. Why the mind? Because it has created a wrong notion, wrong thinking. See the chain reaction. What Patanjali says. Now, but before that, let us understand what happens when you practice Kriya Yoga. Patanjali says two things. You succeed in meditation. Means you always succeed in meditation if you live into the mode, the state of Kriya Yoga in your daily life. Then meditation can happen anytime, anywhere. I'm just explaining the principles. And the second benefit, the Master Patanjali says, Klesha Taruna, it is bringing an end to all kinds of suffering. Two things, end of suffering, awakening to inner peace and happiness. Now see, anywhere, every master speaks of the same principle differently. What is the goal of meditation? Knowledge of the reality that dawns in deep meditative state. Knowledge of what is that reality? Who am I? And at the same time, it brings an end to the suffering. Now, according to Patanjali, what is Kriya Yoga? It has 3 elements. 3 sets of practices. To make you a seeker, to live into the state of Kriya Yoga. After that you meditate. So I had a good friend here who wrote me, in meditation, I experienced those fears and panics. Should I do it? Should I not do it? I'm not telling the name. Now think of it, contemplate. Why? Meditation brings us suffering? The sugar, you feel salty? What is all this? Because of not becoming clear. So, 3 elements. Tapa, Swadhyaya, Ishwar, Pranidhanani. So understand this is a group, so you have to use the right will, right knowledge, and the right emotion to meditate. That is higher intellectual understanding. Now pick up the word first known as tapa. Literal translation is austerity. But the essence is discipline and educate the mind and become a seeker. Second is Swadhyaya, means self-study literally. It means your eyes on the self-development, self-introspection, and the study of the principles of Eastern wisdom. And the third is the right emotion. I gave an example of my friend, we did our high school together. He said, I pray every day. Outside, you see that? It looks very good. You are a great religious guy who has been praying for the last 20 years without any change. Why? Your goal has become the means and the means have become the goal. You have appointed these people who are known as gods and goddesses to serve you. And what is right emotion? I have to serve them. Why I have to serve them? To destroy my I-ness, that ego, that wrong notion. Mind becomes pure. We are going to meditate in that way in a very simple and effortless manner. We'll reveal that secret together in the practice. So what it says, Tapa Swadhyaya Ishwar Pranidhanani Kriya Yoga. What is Kriya Yoga? I believe you still remember Kriya, action. Karma minus I-ness. In that state, what happens? How to achieve that state? Discipline and educate the mind. Get rid of the wrong notion. Become a seeker. So you have to do other practices before we succeed. We have to discipline. And what is the discipline and education of the mind? Just now, ask yourself, is mind working on you or you are working on your mind? Once the practice starts, Mind is working on you. Once the practice starts, you open your eyes, you want to see all. What? You're doing your own practice. Absorb yourself. You see? Ask yourself at this moment, are you listening to me or listening to your mind? Discipline and education of the mind. The entire goal is that by tapa, if the mind is working on you, you will not succeed. If you are working on the mind, success is already there. The second is based on the principles of Eastern wisdom. Let me know the branch of the science, who says, who shows, who creates a protocol, a method, a technique, and the tools to find who am I. There is no science. So follow this science. Simple, openly, with clear understanding. And the third is right emotion. That is very required. So here this right emotion is explained as Ishwar Pranidhanani. I got an idea to do this today's meditation after listening to my friend. So we will use Shiva. Again, I'm making a wrong statement. So you will use the image of the Shiva to purify the mind, to help the mind to evolve, to ask the mind to live within, so that we start working on the mind in a very simple way. And then we will see what happens. Last time, Kriya Yoga. Kriya means action. That is equal to karma minus I-ness. Because of the wrong notion, we identify with the world outside, with the pain and the suffering outside. That identification creates an I-ness. Can I live into that state of performing an action as if I'm playing my role in the world? How? Knowledge, will, and the right emotion. Every meditation will succeed. So let us start our journey of meditation today. Eyes are closed. Eyes are closed. Position of the body. Very good. Position of the body. Oh, let us be first, raise our awareness. Once we raise our awareness, the work becomes simple. So you have a choice to have a right position of the body. You see that right means free from discomfort, whether sitting, lying down, any pose and position of the body will do. Very good. And I have always been saying being comfortable. And being comfortable is so simple. In the field of awareness, we start working on the mind. Move the mind on the neck joint. Just be there, don't be in a hurry. So when you are there, you feel the sensation, being comfortable and steadiness. Shoulder joints. Feel the sensation, being comfortable and steadiness. Move the mind on the hip joint, feel the sensation being comfortable. And steadiness. The entire body, from the top of the head to the toes. The mind is gently moving. And it experiences, other principles are also involved. You learn from your own experiences in the present moment. You see, this is an action. It is not the karma. But it is a passive action that we will deal in the following sessions. You experience sensation being comfortable and steadiness. And the second point being carefree. Reflect on this being carefree by this metaphor. You are standing across a road. You are simply awareness. Watching the traffic moving, you separate in your awareness, you are separating the mental traffic. Any good thought, bad thought, high thought, low thought, past, present, future, memory. I am free. Why I am free? I am separate from it. We may put a wrong logic. What if thoughts are coming? It is my thought. That is what we want in Kriya Yoga. Action. Sorry. You have a perception by this example that the traffic on the road, when you are standing across, cannot interfere in any of your activities. So be carefree. Then, now the beauty of this Kriya, use that, I'm using deliberately the word Kriya. Beauty of that Kriya means being comfortable and carefree makes you a seeker. But then the mind moves the body. It starts falling into sleep. It has an influx of thoughts. And you say, no, I'm disturbed because of the memory. That is how you share your experiences. So we have to, in order to succeed, Kriya Yoga, will, knowledge, and love, right emotion. See that. That is how the Patanjali explains. So now, being casual, natural, you will surely say, I don't build my ego and I-ness when I'll going to the restroom. So, being casual, natural in the journey of meditation or mindfulness. How simple is that? But we'll go one step deeper. Look at the body from the top of the head to the toes. You can say the position of your body at this moment is asana. Asana means postures, meaning. So that is one knowledge. And the second, wisdom is relaxed and motionless, sthir sukham asanam, according to Patanjali. You experience the steadiness in the body. Oh, you are into the position of the body that gives you an experience of effortlessness. Steadiness plus effortlessness gives a kind of relax and joy. So Patanjali doesn't stop here. He says, awareness of the space inside. You have other objects in terms of thought, feeling, sensations, but you are also aware of the space inside. That is how he explains the methodology of asana. Again, experience the sense of steadiness. At the same time, that steadiness is guided by the state of effortlessness. You have a joy. You have a moment of relaxation. You have a moment of happiness when you do any action in the state of steadiness, effortlessness. So Patanjali says, are you there? So you have a glimpse that no object can stay in my mind. Hence you are aware of the space. We are going a little deeper into the journey of mindfulness or meditation today. So the manifestation, the expression of the mind in the body is sensation, relaxation, and stillness. So we work on the mind to deepen our experience. Look at the head and the neck. Looking at the head and the neck, Kriya, see that. Be there and experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. The mind moves on the right arm. Feel the sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Move the mind on the left arm. Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Move the mind on the rib cage. You move the mind on the rib cage without any precondition that normally is created by our I-ness in the intellect. Why? Because of the wrong notion coming from the mind and the way we lead and live our default life. The mind moves to the belly. Be there. Be there means present there. No precondition. And then what happens? You experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. How simple is that, my friend? Move the mind. Move the mind. On the right leg, be there. Feel the sensation, relaxation and stillness. Move the mind on the left leg. Feel the sensation, relaxation and stillness. How simple is that? Move the mind on the entire body. You see that? Why Patanjali stresses on Kriya Yoga to succeed in any meditation? This by discipline and education of the mind, by the self-study, the knowledge of the Eastern wisdom and the right emotion. Because that ego in the mind with the millions and trillions of impression returns. During the practice of meditation, see that. The entire body. We'll take a normal route. Now look at the breath and then we'll go deeper. So everything is following you. What is following you? You are comfortable, you are carefree, you are casual. So no chance of that I-ness to come. Thoughts are coming, let it come and go. There is a highway and a lot of traffic. Do you get upset? That is the way the mind is. And then you experience the state of sensation, relaxation and stillness. In that state of Kriya Yoga, you are looking at the breath that is going in and out. So we again we ensure it is only a Kriya. How come? That I have been explaining you with the three-pointed awareness of the breath. First pointed awareness, the breath is going in and out. You are feeling the sensation. Of the breath going in and out. And the third, no change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath. Can you really see The third point prevents the karma with I-ness. The moment I say change the rate and the rhythm of the breath, what it means? I has to be there to change it. Today you are understanding it deeply. There is no I. I just watch the breath coming and going. I feel the sensation of the breath and I ensure that this I is not changing the rate and the rhythm of the breath, but it will change due to the past impressions. And that is why the Kriya Yoga. But just be there. We will be going very deep today in a totally different way. You'll be amazed that how these masters have discovered and understood and to know how to destroy this mind, to transcend the mind. So, my friends, even when you are aware of the breath, you know the breath, you feel the sensation, this mind picks up the three categories. Either it picks up the word in terms of the thought, or it picks up the place or a location, and or it picks up the form in the image. That is how there is a continuity of influx of thought, but we want to transcend it. We want to transcend it. Means no worries. Any thought comes, so we use the thought as a mantra. We use the image to remain engaged, and we use the location. We don't disturb the mind. Mind, you are living in ignorance, continue to live. But we replace it. And that is what we are going to do in this step. This is, for example, you have seen the image of a Shiva. If you have not seen, if you don't like it, pick up any image. Maybe of your honey. Any image will do. Good. And the word and the thought as a mantra, we pick up Shivoham or Shantoham. Pick up Shantoham. Shantoham means I am the peace. Two things. Third is the location. You are understanding slowly, and then we are going deeper into the step. So either you start with Shantoham, the moment your mind, when the breath goes in, you say Shantoham, and allow the mind to have an image. Either of the Shiva or any image will do. And also become aware of the location. I am explaining again. I say Shantoham, I look deep inside my heart into the space, and in that space I see the image of a Shiva, just in a flash. So Shantoham saying, image and the location. I become aware of all the three at the same time. Breath comes out, Shantoham. I may see my location changes in front, will do. At the back will do. Right will do. Left will do. Above the head will do. Below the feet will do. This breaks the mind that causes the suffering. Name, location, form. That is how the thought is created by the mind. And we are using the same tool to destroy the mind. You may start with an awareness of an image in front of you, Shiva. The moment I say Shantoham, and I am aware of the location. You may start with the location. So we are not pushing the mind. We are not dictating on the mind. What will happen? Mind has no resistance, so no karma, it is only kriya, and you'll be able to transcend it. I trust that you have understood it. There is no confusion at all. I see the computer screen outside, but I see my master there, form. See that. The mind finds a location in order to recall the past thoughts, and you substitute with an image and the location and the name, that is Shantoham or Shivoham. That's a pretty advance when we qualify, when we have done Kriya Yoga. This step alone transcends the mind. Continue. I cannot say a single word without having its image and the location. The karma will confuse you. Shantoham or Shivoham. So when you say Shantoham, let's have an image of infinite space. That will work. If you say Shivoham, just look at the image of the Shiva. Yes, this mind will bring in the past and other thoughts. So we have picked up only one step of this teaching. Some thought comes, oh, remind yourself, Shantoham, with an image, with a location, either deep inside the heart. Any location will do. So what people will tell you, third eye. When the third eye is opened, just imagine, like the two eyes, if the third eye is vertical, how can you see anything? So when we say third eye, it is the wisdom. It is the knowledge of reality. So at present, get rid of those wrong notions. There is no harm in doing the practice to reach to that state, to find out and now do nothing, remain as you are. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your awareness on the right hand. Your awareness on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside. And bring the hands down. Let us share our experiences. You can unmute one after the other. Who can unmute first? I will go to that person. So, yes.
Hello.
Hello, Prisla. How are you? And Paul.
Yes, I have a question. I don't know if I heard you correctly in the meditation. Did you say destroy the mind? Or was I just making that up in my own mind?
Yeah. Destroy the mind means destroy all the wrong notions and the impurity in the mind.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Colloquial.
Because I can't exist without my mind.
Yes.
Okay. Now I understand.
Destroy that mind which causes the suffering.
Right.
So 90% of the mind is already natural. So how is your experience?
It was good. It was nice to kind of change the Shanto hum around, and I enjoyed that. As always, the breathing is powerful this time. Last time it wasn't that powerful, but today it was very, very strong. And as you know, my third eye is pretty dominant. So
that's really good. Good experience. How are you, Prisla?
Good. It was the lightest meditation. By that I mean the happiest.
This is truly the Kriya Yoga. This is the true essence of Kriya Yoga.
Yeah.
You are a Kundalini Yoga teacher, so you know you have heard a lot about Kriya Yoga.
Right. Well, yeah. And I know Kriya means completed action. And the Shanto hum was good. To have the picture of someone and go to that place and then come back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That's
Good.
one of the beautiful principles laid down. Very good. Maria, I'm meeting you after a long time. How are you? Maria, how are you?
Fine.
Fine? Meeting you after a long time. From Barcelona. How was practice?
Very fine. Every night and connect.
We will reconnect again. How are you, engineer? Is still doing meditation. Very good. How are you, Terry?
Okay. It seemed like it was really fast. It was over very fast.
Yes, that is another way to see it, that it happened beautifully. You have a wonderful experience.
I didn't have any. It ever seemed very easy.
Easy, yes. Meditation makes us totally easy, You see that I can pick up any topic from anywhere and then I explain, I get together so easily. So why it happens easily? Because of Kriya, not because of Karma. Karma has a tagline of I do it, I am. And in Kriya, only the existence is. You see existence? If you see existence kills the people casually, gives the birth casually. We will talk that. You see that everything is so easy. Happy to see you, Maria. So who is not open? Kavita, Samir, you can open it. How are you?
And sir, once the mind is drawn inside, no sir, there is darkness and your voice is left. That's it.
Wonderful.
Means once you tell me, okay, go on your neck, go on your hands, and after that mind is withdrawn inside. And after that only there is darkness and your voice is there, and once if some mosquito
Yeah, there is always a deep relationship between mosquito and meditation. That has been for many thousands of years. What is, the beauty is that when we follow these three-pointed awareness of the name and the form and the location. So mind always runs in all the three points. And we are aware that mind, you cannot bring anything of the past. You live within, you succeed in meditation. How about you, Vaibhav?
Sir, I'm feeling very light.
Very light.
Very wonderful. And it feels like I'm going into a dark space.
Yeah.
At that time during the meditation.
Very good.
And after this, I'm feeling very light.
Very light. That's another good experience. Great meditator. शोभा जी खोलिए अपना अनम्यूट करिए तब बात करेंगे ना. हाँ संगीता अनम्यूट करो. क्या हुआ? What happened?
सर बहुत अच्छा था और एकदम हल्का लग रहा है.
Lightness. I think this works today. This works because you allowed your mind to work. I have no contribution. Wonderful. Wonderful. So, Mamata ji, what happened?
It's difficult today for me to meditate.
Difficult for you to meditate. So, I have already clarified. If we are sometime when the teacher is talking, you easily go into that mode of Kriya Yoga. You achieve that state when you practice. So your mind was working behind, thinking a lot, rather than listening to this crazy guy.
I was trying to understand only.
Not trying to understand. Let it flow. You are looking at me? Yes, image. My name is Girish. You know the location. What is it trying to understand? There is nothing trying to understand. It is already there. When you try to understand, that I-ness returns and it pays. Then it says, no, come on. We will do it. So thank you very much. Maria, we will reconnect, and I have another session today. Just within few minutes.
Bye.
Bye.
Good job.
Thank you.